I was recording this and I stopped it by accident. Doesn't matter. 10 on page 21 is a little bit of a tricky one. It says, determine the sum of the indicated terms of each arithmetic sequence. So it gives you 31, 35, 39, so on to 107. T1 is 31. Tn is 107. We don't know what n is. We don't know how many terms are here. D equals 4. But we need to figure out n before we can figure out the sum. So what we need to do, this is kind of a tricky one, and actually I'm hoping my my theory here works. You have the two equations, right? Sn is the n times t1 plus tn over 2, and then you got the other bigger one. Either of those will give you what Sn is, which means those two are equal. So what we're going to do, n times t1 plus tn over 2 equals n times 2t1 plus d times n minus 1 all over 2. Now, we need to solve for n. There's an n on both sides. There's also an n buried in here. What we can do is divide both sides by n. That cancels that one. We can multiply both sides by 2. That gets rid of those. So that leaves us t1 plus tn equals 2t1 plus d times n minus 1. Now let's substitute in the values. Oh, my phone is ringing. I'm going to pause this. Okay, sorry, was on the phone. Now we're going to plug in what we know. T1 is 31, tn is 107, 2 times 31 plus d is 4 times n, which we don't know. All right, let's do some simplifying. 31 plus 107 equals 138. 2 times 31 is 62, plus 4n minus 4. 62 minus 4 is 58. 138 equals 58 plus 4n. 138 minus 58. I want to say 80, but I also want to make sure. Where's my calculator? 138 minus 58 is 80. So we have 80 equals 4n. Divide both sides by 4. 20 equals n. Now that we know what 20 is, we can plug it into whichever formula we want. I would use this one because it's easier. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm sure you can figure out the rest. That was the tricky part. This isn't an example we covered. This is a thinking outside the box. This is problem solving in pre-calculus.